What's happening, legends? Welcome back to the Becoming Reborn podcast. Today, we're going to talk about how to win the week before it actually starts. Now, Patrick, people think that winning the week just happens, but it doesn't. That's not it doesn't. You got to plan for it.
It happens by design.
That's the one.
You don't just fall into it.
No.
Well, you could, but your chances of your week going really well are a lot lower if you just wing it. There's a lot of things in life I like to wing it,
Yeah.
but not with this.
Yeah, you know what? Like, you winging an event really wigs me out.
I love it.
Yeah, like the last event you did, we've never even spoke about
Yeah,
it.
we haven't.
You just winged it. Any
Yeah.
problems?
Bit of pain.
Yeah. Any, like, you know, you didn't know you had to have all that stuff?
Oh, yeah. All the talking about I did the UTA 22K.
Yeah, that one.
And the prior week I'd run 5K. It's the furthest I'd run this year.
So good. Did you get all, but did you have all the right equipment?
I did, only because
D-Wag's
3 days
had
out earlier, I went to D-Wag's house and he had everything. And
Love
you know what? Turned up, did not use a single thing. I had a bag with all the space blankets and this thermal and this, like they obviously have to plan for the worst case scenario. I had everything. There was like 15 items on that list and I just kept it in Wags' little backpack that he gave me. Didn't even open it once. I didn't even drink any water or
Did
anything.
they check it? Is that how?
No. I thought they were. I thought they would have. Wags was like, you have to have all these things, otherwise, like they do a check at the start and you won't be able to run. I'm like, shit, well, I better get it. I don't want to drive out to the Blue Mountains for nothing.
Were you
They
late?
didn't check anything. No, I was right on time.
You were late.
They gave you a range of starting times.
Yeah.
And I could start between like 8 and 8:40, and I did.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
All right. So, Patrick, the first question is straight to you, Pat.
Hit me.
What do you think separates people who constantly feel behind from those who seem to stay on top of everything?
Separates those who feel behind and those who seem to stay on top of everything. The obvious answer is planning, but I also think it's a bit of confidence. Like there's people that no matter how much they have on their plate, they always seem on top of it. And there's people who, when the smallest inconvenience comes across their way, they're frazzled and they just cannot deal with life anymore. And I think it's like having the confidence from a past history of just dealing with shit and getting shit done. Once you've done that, it's generally you're a lot more able to deal with shit.
Yeah, I agree. So, like reps. Once you got if you got your reps up in terms of like having to deal with things on the fly and dealing with the pressures of like, all right, this is in front of you right now. You've got to go.
I like to relate things to the football field, Travis.
Do ya?
The score's 22 all.
Yeah.
And you're going to see one halfback absolutely shitting himself. And then you got Darren Lockyer on the other side who's like, I've been here plenty of times before. I'll just work our team up into the other team's 30. Give it to me on the left and I'll kick a field goal.
Yeah, but I know
Because he's been there before.
Yeah, we got there, but we're talking about someone's weekly plan up.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, so we're going to jump straight into it, Paddy. When you do we're starting with your calendar.
Yes.
What's the very first thing you look at when you're planning your week?
I look at my categories of things that I'm going to put in my planner. So everyone out there knows what I'm talking about with the planner that I've got. It's got Monday through to Sunday and aligns for all of the tasks that need to happen that day. But then also on the left, it's got the overall tasks, and I've got my things that I need tasks for each of the categories that I put them in, and that's where I start. So one example would be Reborn at Caringbah. We've also got Reborn at Shell Harbour, and also got training. I've also got family, relationships, things like that. They're all the categories, and then I'm putting the action tasks into those categories that I've got to do every week.
That's so good. Pat's still using the same planner that I designed back in like 2018 or 19.
I'm loyal.
Yeah, you just don't like change. And then I've got one if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It makes a lot of sense.
How many
Patrick.
planners have you gone through? Like different iterations of it?
That's a great question. Maybe
4 or 5?
three. That one there is my favorite one so far. So it's very similar to what Pat's saying, but mine at the top has 4 separate columns, and each of those is where I write down the 4 most important things in terms of that topic that I've got to do for the week, and then I write down when I'm going to do it. I did it this morning. It's fantastic. It's really good stuff. All right, next question for you, Patrick. What do you think most people react to? Why do you think Most people react to their calendar instead of designing it.
Probably just a lack of planning.
Mm.
They don't really know what to put in, so they don't necessarily put in the things that are as important. And then when those things pop up, then they have to react.
Yeah. I think people don't do is because like they don't put time aside to do it.
That's a good point.
Do you know what I mean? Like it sounds so simple.
I've fallen into this trap.
Yeah, if
often.
you don't have a set time that you write it down, you forget about it. Dozer is brilliant at the way he does it. He calls it Separation Sunday. So it's going to be on Sunday.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. I do mine on Friday. You and I are both, we're family people. So we like to spend our as much time as we possibly can with our kids on the weekend. So Friday's a better time for me. But I think for most of the people that don't, they're so reactive because they actually don't take time to plan, and they think that it takes too much time to plan, yet they don't realize that by having the plan there for the next week, it saves them hours the next week. So it takes me anywhere between 20 and like an hour sometimes to plan. But the following week, I'll always gain time, but it would also maximize my focus so I know exactly what I'm coming in to do every single day, opposed to guessing. And then that anxiety of like, what am I doing?
That's the part where I lose it, of like, shit, I know I've got 15 things I need to do today. I just don't remember them all, or I don't know what is the more important one when you've got it written down in front of you. And then you can prioritize things and go, all right, here's all of the 15 things. That one up there, that's the most urgent or the highest priority. I'm going to do that one first. And then that gives you a lot more ability to relax.
Exactly. And then I think people think as well, like if you write all your to-do list down, then it almost like restricts you. It gives you freedom because once you get all that stuff done, you know that you're now free to do whatever you want. And you feel a lot better. I sleep so much better when I tick everything off, by the way. All right, next one. Your non-negotiable, Patrick. Why do you schedule your training before everything else?
Because I feel everything leads off the back of training, in that when you have exercised in the day, you're then a lot better at everything else you do. So training comes first in terms of the priority list, and then everything else is going to be better because of that.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I feel like we're more focused after we trained. We're better parents. We're better colleagues, especially my captain Dan.
I'm rattled. I was rattled today because today being Friday, normally we play league tag on either a Saturday or a Sunday, and they've moved this game to a Friday night game instead this week. Love it, by the way. But then I was like, normally I do legs on a Friday morning, and I'm like, I don't want to be flogging my legs the morning of a game that we're playing. And I was just rattled as to what to do. I didn't do anything. I came upstairs and got started straight into work.
Really?
Yeah.
I did back.
I don't feel good about it.
No, for yucky?
Because my routine's out of whack.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm training tonight instead of this morning.
Ew. Next question for your non-negotiables. Why are your personal non-negotiables every week outside? Sorry, I said that wrong again. What are your personal non-negotiables every week outside of training?
There's obviously some work-related things, but they change every week. But for me, it's family time. We're blessed, Trav, in that we can start our work days early. So my non-negotiable is making sure that there's time set aside for the kids and my wife, and that's often from like 2:30 to 3 p.m. onwards. Not everyone has that luxury, but because we're in here often at 4 a.m. or even before, we can get a lot of our stuff done. So 2 or 3 days a week, I can pick up the kids from school and I can take them to their after-school activities, swimming lessons, footy training, basketball, whatever that is. And that's generally my non-negotiable outside of training.
Yeah, I'm the same. You got to have some sort of family time in there. And same every arvo. Every kid kind of has a different afternoon, depending. So at the moment, me and Jed are having saunas every Tuesday together. So cute. I think I got 6 words out of him. It's more than 3. So it's really so
PB.
cute. I ask him so many questions, and I very rarely get more than 1 word every time. And it's like the most adorable thing. I'm like, how's your day at school? He's like, good. I'm like, so like, tell me about it. What happened? Not much. Oh, I love him. But yeah, so I'm the exact same, Paddy. Every afternoon there's an allocated time for either one of the kids or both. All right. Oh, and with that, I plan it as well. So even on my planning, you'll be able to see like on Tuesdays it's saunas. Wednesday I take
training.
Ace for footy training. Thursdays is bike riding with Mimi. Yesterday we had to actually come here, Paddy. I saw your daughter here with your wife. It was fantastic. They hung out. They put the zip ties on the milk mugs. So when you're down at the coffee machine next time, that was from the girls.
It's so good.
That's so good. Anyways, business priorities. Patrick, what's your process for deciding your top 3 priorities each week?
It's a hard question. Generally, it kind of goes in importance and also urgency. So there are tasks that are more important and less important, and then there's tasks that are more urgent or less urgent. Obviously, if it's important and urgent, it goes up the top. But next comes urgent tasks that have to be done before a certain time, and then the important tasks. And if something's not important and not urgent, it either gets put to the bottom of the list or gets delegated or automated.
You just nailed that, Patrick.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely well done.
If Wags was here, he'd draw up the matrix.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, with importance and urgency.
Yeah,
and he loves a little quadrant, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his drawings too.
Yeah.
So
You're a visual learner.
Yeah, I really am.
Yeah.
It's true.
Anyway, shout out to Wags and his quadrants.
All right, this next one, I don't know if you and I should be getting giving advice on this, but we'll give it a crack. How do you stop yourself getting distracted by everything else?
It's difficult. Yeah. It's very difficult because there are a lot of distractions. Often I'm sitting in my office and the door of my office, it doesn't like fully shut. Like the door handle doesn't like click. You can like shut it so it's closed, but it's not always closed. A little bit ajar. And I'll be
like it that way, don't you?
Even if I had the opportunity to have it fixed, Travis, I wouldn't have it fixed because there's times when I'm like in the trenches doing some heavy work and I'll need a bit of a brain break. Or, look, I'll be honest, there's times when I just hear some energy just out in the the common area, the boardroom, and I'll just come out. Sometimes it's only 10 seconds, but sometimes you just need that hit of energy, right? And you just come out when all the boys are out there, and some of the girls, because there's some girls, some energy these days.
Yeah, busy.
And you just, but sometimes, like you said, the distractions can be, take a little bit longer than normal, but sometimes it's a good thing. To answer your question, though, how you remove distractions, I've spoken about this on the podcast before. I've got an app on my phone. It's called 1 Sec, where any apps that I've got that, when you're on your phone scrolling sometimes and you just find yourself, you've just instantly gone to Instagram. You don't even remember making the decision. Your thumbs have kind of just done it. They've just gone to the spot where that icon is. And then all of a sudden you're scrolling and 5 minutes later, you're like, how did I even get here? It's to kind of stop that, the mindless getting to an app and just starting something because it's subconscious. So this app, you can link any app you want to it. And whenever you click on one of those apps, it forces you to take a deep breath in for 5 seconds, deep breath out for 5 seconds, and then it asks you the question, why are you opening, for example, Instagram? And you have to answer it as in like, I'm just bored, or I'm actually doing something. I have to do this. I have to post or something like that. And then it will let you in. And it also
10 seconds is like, actually think.
Yes. And it also shows how many times in the last 24 hours you've attempted to open that app, which can sometimes go, oh shit, too much. So that's a little trick I've got. 1 Sec. I think it costs something. I don't know. I think I just paid for a lifetime subscription. Classic.
Nice, Paddy.
What about you, Travis? How do you deal with distractions?
Oof. When I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So I'm pretty good when I'm in here, I hear you boys out there and I need to do something, I'm pretty good. I don't really have anything where I'm like, I need to get back into it. I think I've got that bit of like that focus where I'm like, I need to get back into my shit. I don't know. You tell me. I'm always in here though. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm always just bunkered in.
Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Next question for you, Patrick. This is about the expect the unexpected. I'm hoping you do this because I know I do. So I'm going to ask you first. Why is it important to leave white space in your calendar?
I don't do this, but I need to because the hard thing is things come up, especially running the gym. You're always going to have things that just pop up and it's like, hey, here's a problem. Can you fix this? Hey, you need to deal with this. And even if you planned everything to perfection, you're not going to plan for the unexpected. So yes, it's definitely important to leave time for those things. And no, I don't do it anywhere near enough. What about you?
Yeah, I do Monday and Tuesday generally jam packed from the start of the day all the way through, and then Wednesday and Thursday I'm more free, and Friday from after this podcast onwards I'm always free. So I always know where if I need to have meetings, they're generally the times that I'll do them. Mondays is you know what our Mondays are like. They're always pretty heavy because you're catching up from the weekend and you just go, you're ripping and tearing. Tuesdays is always like, all right, what's urgent that I need to work on? And Wednesdays is like my fun day. So Wednesdays is always like, oh, once I've done the things that needed to get done now, it's like more of the creative day. So that's always the one that I leave the most free.
That's
so if
cute.
you ever need to go down the coast to Shell Harbour or I need to go see another site, that generally Wednesday will be my day.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is cute. And we've got meetings on Mondays and Thursdays. So
All right.
You're so welcome. What happens when every minute of your week is booked out?
Me specifically or in general?
For you.
I try and work faster.
Yeah.
So I have some more spare time. It's hard. You just gotta knuckle down and get your shit done, pretty much.
Yeah, those weeks when it's like that, I actually like it because it gives you
Structure.
Yeah, and you've got we're competitive, right? It's almost like, all right, I've got to try and finish this. I've got to try and do it as fast as I can as well and in the best way I possibly can. So I like it, but then at the same time, if you did it every week like that, that's how you burn out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to biggest mistakes. What's the biggest mistake people make when planning their week?
Not doing it.
Yes.
Simply.
Yeah.
And I still, every now and then, will fall into this trap where it's like, normally do the planner on a Friday, and if I'm chasing my tail on a Friday, I'm like, I've got to get my shit done for this week first before I start worrying about next week. And then I'm off picking up the kids from school or something, and then it gets to the next week, and I'm like, shit, haven't done the planner. And then I fall into that trap like you mentioned before, where it's like taking the time, even if it is an hour to do your planner, gives you more time later. But it's like, if I'm chasing my tail, and it's often with annoying little urgent shit where it's like, shit, no, I have to get this done first. And then you find yourself down a rabbit hole, and then that isn't done.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the biggest trap.
Yeah,
Not doing your planner.
Mine's a non-negotiable. Every Friday, first thing I do when I come up from training is my planner every single week. I've got like my routine. I do my planner, my OKRs at the same time, because then that's the best way to kind of tick off what you've done from the last week, which is what we do with our OKRs, and also plan the next week. And what's helped me heaps actually, Paddy, was that you got all the staff in this OKR block to every week write what they're planning to do next week. I've been doing that, and then I've been able to look at those notes. I'm like, oh, that's what I've got to do this week. But it's a non-negotiable for me. Like I even do it where if I'm away on a Friday, even if I'm in Bali or somewhere where like I'm not really doing that much, I'll still sit and write down what I'm gonna do just from habit.
Even if you're on holiday.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take my plan. If my holiday is and it's across a Friday, I'll take my planner just so I can fill it in.
Wild.
I know, it's just a habit thing.
Mine's too big.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got the smaller one.
Yeah, makes sense.
You're welcome. Anyways, if someone listening only changed one thing this week, what would you tell them to do?
Buy a planner.
Yeah.
And something that you can do with pen and paper that you can actually physically write on. Even if you get a planner this week and you start by writing one thing in each day, your most important task for that day. It doesn't necessarily have to be as in-depth or as filled out as our planners might be, but it would just be to start. And then what can happen after that is you can actually feel and experience the benefits that we're talking about. We can sit here all day and tell you how much more free you're going to be and less anxious because you've got a planner. We can sell it to you all we want, but if you've experienced it, then you have that drive from yourself to want to do it more and more. So my suggestion, as with a lot of things, especially that come from you, Trav, is just start and then you'll figure it out.
Yeah. Mine would be the planner as well, but I'm going to go a step back in the day, Patrick. I would, if I was to give someone a suggestion on how to get their week started or planned, I would tell them to go and listen to the Power List.
Oh, yeah. Andy Frisella.
You just mentioned...
episode 207 or something?
Of course you remember. That's wild.
No, I could be wrong. But Andy Frisella, MF CEO, way back when, and just search for the Power List. That's really good.
So what Pat, you just said then was like, even if you did one thing.
Yeah.
All the Power List is you complete 5 tasks a day. That's it. And that's where Paddy's the one planner that he has. It's exactly where that came from. was that the whole premise behind was like pick 5 things that you do each day that's going to move the needle forward, and do them every single day, just 5 things a day. And if you simplify it to that, it can make it really simple. So my suggestion would be go and listen to that podcast. All right, so Patrick, we're going to each into this. What's one habit you do each week that has the biggest impact on your success?
I'm going to go left field because obviously we've spoken about planners and things like that.
We both would do the planner would be our first.
Go to bed early.
Yeah. Routine.
Guaranteed. Yep.
Well, you wouldn't expect to have mine's the same thing. I was going to say is your sleep routine.
Yep.
That's the number one thing. Because even regardless of how good your planner is, if you're not getting any sleep, you're probably not going to be doing your planner as well.
MFCEO, it's 107, not 207. You sensed the hesitation when I said 207.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't quite right. Episode 107.
I love that you're going to look that up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that is our podcast on a successful week. Now, if you're going to take anything out of it, take this one thing out of it, that a successful week doesn't happen by chance. It's built, it's designed. Okay, so plan your week, and then you can plan the success of your life.
And if you want a planner, we've got a heap of them here, don't we? Do we still sell them?
Probably.
Yeah.
Ask Bria.
Yes. If you are listening to this and you're near Carrying Bar, come to Reborn and we'll give you a planner.
That's one. Might be, yeah, probably on a Shopify. Who knows? Love you guys. Peace.